morning, FlossTube. This is Linda, Stitchy Linda, and Chrissy.
Chrissy, Finally Farm Girl.
She's making me do this first so that I get used to trying to do it by myself, and I don't know that I want to do that.
I bullied her. I bullied. Zero tolerance went out the window.
Yeah. Good morning. So today is February 25th.
Yes, Sunday, okay, February 25th.
February 25th. And, of course, it's just before market, so things are a little crazy. Chrissy's getting ready to leave in about less than a week.
Yeah, Wednesday we get the rental.
Yeah. And I'm a little crazy because I'm taking care of all the pre-orders with Brick City Cross Stitch in Ocala and working with Jean to try to make sure we've got everybody on the list. And
even with, just bear with us with Charlie.
He thinks the couch
is.
Yeah. We're in a different location, so it's a little bit more comfortable this morning.
It's a little bit back to normal. This is where I used to shoot, but actually from across the room, so you saw the whole sampler wall, but it just, I think we both needed an opportunity to just
relax,
sit on a couch and relax.
Yeah.
So it's been,
sounds good.
You know, there's something to be said about, I think years ago I talked about, you can almost have two opposites at the same time. I think I learned it when my mom, so it was like you can have grief and you can have joy all at the same time. And so when you're going through market and all these fun things that we do, you can be exhausted but exhilarated at the same time. And that's where I feel like I'm at. I am so thankful for what's happening at this market. I think it's going to be a great one, but it's also, I told Lynn I almost was going to wear a set of sunglasses today because I feel like I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night.
Oh.
Do you know how long it's been since I went to bed at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, you're usually a late night like me.
And I love it because Olivia, who, you know, with her new work schedule and working at the neurologist office, I walked in to tell her, hey, we're going to bed. And she's like, I am too. It's just so funny to see someone 21 years old like
ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm normally a late night person too, but the last two or three days, we had a retreat yesterday at Brick City. Well, it wasn't at Brick City.
It was
it was our new. It's called Sit and Stitch Ocala.
Yeah.
And it's actually put on by Teresa and Michelle, who helped Jean with her retreats before, and they did a fabulous job.
It looked really good.
It was full.
I did check to see how you were doing with it.
Yeah, it was full. Good. We had like 40 people.
Yeah. And
she's actually looking for a bigger facility for the next one.
Yes, I saw that. That's fantastic.
So it went really well. A lot of new people. Got to meet a lot of new people, but a lot of old friends too. Melissa came with Katie Brown, and they're from Jacksonville, and then my friends Mimi and Bonnie from down in West Palm area.
Yeah.
And then Carrie, who we've chatted before a lot with on Instagram. She's from Lake Worth. She sat with us.
Yeah.
And then Sarah, who actually lives just down the road from you. She's from Claremont. And
Okay.
And so we had a great table. It was a lot of fun. And
I feel like there's something to be said about these one-day retreats.
Oh, yeah.
That they should be, I feel like they're in demand a little bit because sometimes you just, I think we're hitting a younger community.
Sure.
So I think to have a free Saturday or free Sunday, whatever, and just get away and get right back to your schedule, it really works, you know.
But you know, so that was over with yesterday, and then I went home, and Gina and I had to have a little bit of a conference because we had more pre-orders coming in. So I was keeping track of that. And by the time I sat down, my eyes were kind of tired. I went to bed early last night, too, which is unusual for me.
I really, you know, have you ever been where it's like you really want to stitch?
Yes, I had
really
a needle in my hand, and my eyes were going, and I thought, I can't do this.
Can't.
And I'll show you where I was because I was working on Winter Sampler, and I was working. I had just started the squirrel. I kept thinking, I want to get this squirrel done. I want to get that, and I just couldn't.
It's just so funny. I think I ate a box of Boston baked beans. I don't know if anybody ever still likes.
Oh, I remember
the candy. Yeah. I don't know why I had a hankering for a box of Boston baked beans, or those French burnt peanuts. I don't know if that goes back to candy I had with. But either way, I literally sat there and just just watched one go and went to bed.
And the problem is you don't realize it. You look down and they're all
gone. And you're like, I ate a whole box. Anyways, but did you have anything happen this week?
Yeah, like in the store, I was at the shop on Wednesday, and we had quite a few ladies come in that were headed to the beach retreat.
Okay,
down in Clearwater. That was going on this weekend.
I give a big kudos to Emily Call,
Yes.
who was the designer.
She was.
And I think that maybe might have been her first
I think it was her first
retreat that she was the featured designer. And oh
They
my
were
gosh,
cute.
they were good.
They were cute.
They were
really
good.
Cute.
Yeah, we need to make sure we add that name on
Yeah,
there for
I
me
will,
because
yeah.
I wanted to give a shout out. She's a very busy mom, and those were cute.
They did turn out real cute. I did see them yesterday, yeah. So other than that, and I'm looking down at my notes because the way my mind is nowadays, I tend to forget. There was Kathy that came in. It's really funny because she lives in Ocala, right down the street from me, I found out.
Oh, wow.
And she had brought 2 friends that were coming from Maryland. So they stopped by and stitched with us on Wednesday before they went to the retreat down.
Yeah, I need to get back up to the shop. I feel bad. Part of me, I needed to start using what I had.
Yeah.
And it is very difficult for me to go to that store and not blow $100. So
I know.
Has been nice, and it was also a different year because I've had fabric companies provide me with fabrics. So I primarily was going for fabrics. Anyways, well.
Yeah, so that was about it, other than stuff happening with Market. Other stuff, FlossTube, as far as watching FlossTube, I know you haven't had a chance to do much of anything.
No, just that one girl.
Yes.
Brianna Lentz had done a really cute 2024 Nashville Market pre-release video. She has a website, I believe, and a FlossTube and Instagram under the same name. And she actually did, I think she put a tremendous amount of work into it because she had a sheet, like a checklist sheet you could print out and put down what you wanted. But she was incredibly complimentary. And when I was watching it, Randy had just come home from Winn-Dixie, and it was just coming to mind. And I think she said something that was so cute, and she's like, Chrissy, like, she really brought it. And he's like, that's my girl. Just laugh. But she was incredibly complimentary to several designers, and she was a fun one to watch.
Yeah, she was.
And she had some, I like that she did, and my dad recommended this for us, which I thought was so cute. He would love for us to insert more pictures.
I know.
Still pictures, so we do get them up there and get them close.
Right.
And he doesn't always watch the whole thing or anything, but he said, you know, when you're especially doing your market releases and things like that, he thinks we should insert some more photographs.
I think that's a good idea. Because a photo sometimes when you try to show it, it just doesn't come across.
Yeah, so, you know, duly noted, Dad. We'll make sure. But yeah, she was a good one. So other than that, no, I didn't watch.
I watched Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo. She's actually joining us for Prairie Schooler Saturday.
Oh, good. Yes,
she's stitching the bunnies.
Yeah,
the Easter bunnies. So I watched her. Yeah. That was good. And then Liz, the Wandering Stitcher, I love her Friday with friends.
Yes, Friday with friends. She had Brenda.
She had Brenda. And now I didn't get to watch all of Brenda's.
Okay.
And I haven't gone back because I think I had a retreat the weekend that Tina did it.
Yes.
So I need to go back and watch Tina.
That might be a good, not sick day, but like, you know how you get a sick day binge day?
Yeah.
That might be a good one to go back and watch those.
So they were fun.
Now those are on her
Friday night. They're on Instagram
Live, but she's recorded them.
Yes, so they're in a reel, so you can go back and watch them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really good.
Okay,
and last night I happened to see that Jane and Julie are back from Running with Scissors.
Okay.
They've been gone for a while, and I really, really enjoy them.
Good.
And Jane's had some medical things going on, so it's great to see them back. Yeah.
Okay.
They're a lot of fun.
There's a lot going on in the stitching community right now.
A lot.
In addition to Nashville.
Yes.
That's for sure. And right after Nashville, I know several retreats that are coming up. So it's a busy time.
You've got some stuff coming up.
Got some fun trunk shows. And I tend to try to keep them a little quiet, secret, so people have fun when they get there.
Sure.
You know, if they ask, I say. But yeah.
And then, gosh, it seems like maybe a month, Diane and I will be headed out to Utah to the
Shepherd.
Primrose Cottage retreat with
Shepherd.
Deb and Kev.
Right. Oh, no, Stitch West?
Stitch West.
Stitch West.
Yes,
wow,
Stitch
it
West.
seems early this year.
Yeah, they're having 2 this year. This is their spring one. This is the first year they've done
Okay,
it.
because I was always thinking Stitch West was after Stitch Con.
Yeah, it is. It's normally in October.
Okay, that's right.
But this is the first
gonna
year
be
they
fun.
did. It's a block away from Shepherd's Bush.
Oh, that's going to be so fun.
So we're going to go out a day early.
I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
I really.
They're fun.
There are some people you just feel a nice connection to, and even though we don't talk frequently, she's always one I just feel like I want to give a hug to.
I know.
And last time, I mean, she had a baby there, but I mean, they're just cute. They're just
and Deb and I stitch a lot of similar things,
Yeah.
kind of, because she likes a lot of nautical
Yeah.
stuff. So I always kind of relate to what she's stitching.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Well, what have you been stitching?
Yeah, I got that. Let's
right.
put this down.
No problem.
I guess I'll start off with
I'm
my
going to
biggie.
scooch forward so I can hold them up there a little bit.
Okay. Well, this is Winter Sampler.
All right.
Crochet
to go-go.
Crochet to go-go. And like I said last night, I tried to get the squirrel down. I'm down one whole side, and then...
All right, now let's hope where we're at. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I've pretty much got the lines for the border done. I've still got to go around and finish all the flowers, but I finished both of the trees on that side.
Okay.
And then I started on the squirrel up there.
So this dude here, the middle dude. Oh, cute. Is that a berry?
Yes, he's holding a berry. And then there's going to be a basket underneath him with some berries in it.
That is cute.
And then on the other side, opposite the moose, is actually a deer.
Deer, yeah.
Yeah. So my goal is to get this done by like the 15th of March, but I think I might make it before.
Look at those colors.
The colors. The blues in this and the house. And I took it with me to Barefoot Needle Arts, and, everybody remarked about how well the white popped.
Oh,
and
I love this.
I think it's the fabric, and I think it's the anchor white that I use because I just think it covers better.
Yeah, I love it. And I love the fabric you chose.
Yeah, it's just vintage
country mocha, but it is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm anxious. I can't imagine. That thing's going to be really big when I get it framed. But,
yeah, do you want me to roll it? Or?
Yeah, you can roll it. And I left these in the Q-snap because it just seemed easier. But my other one...
That's looking good, too.
I worked on that yesterday at Brick City. And then yesterday was Saturday, so I worked on a Prairie Schooler.
Which I am... it's just, I'm excited to get back to it. And I just haven't, I just cannot decide what I want to start. Do I want to start a big one? Or do I want to...
There's so many little ones that I want to do.
But I'm ready with this. So I feel like... And I look at yours.
Yeah, I haven't started the trees yet. I know Ginger's really far. She's got a lot of her trees done. I chose, it's like a gray color. I think it's
the last
called, I don't remember the name of it now. It's a 32 count, but it's a very light gray because I really wanted the snowman to show.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want brown. I just thought gray would look a little better with winter.
I gotta go towards that light.
And I haven't done any back stitching. I mean, Ginger looks like I know she's more than half done.
Looks like she's almost finished.
Yeah, she's 3/4 done maybe. I know she said she was tired of doing the trees and that she wanted to get back to another building. So I did a lot of fill in yesterday on the roof and a couple of things.
I think this will be what I start.
Yeah, I like it.
Is there dyed floss in this?
No, it's all DMC.
So you had to change your color with the trees? Okay, it just caught my eye that it looks good. Okay.
Yeah, it's all DMC.
I love that.
And the last one that I started, and this is for Sunday with Thy Needle. And this is the one I think I talked about last time at Saltbox Quilt Sampler. And it's an older Brenda Gervais. I've had it forever. In fact, I think I mentioned I had 28 count white in the chart when I opened it up from years ago. But I decided to do it on 25 count over 1 because I want it smaller.
Yeah.
And I want it to fit on top of a cigar box that I have. Yeah. Either on top or inside. I haven't decided yet. But yeah.
It's looking good.
Yeah, so
cute.
Yeah. So those are actually just
pretty subtle
whips.
Pretty subtle colors.
Yeah. I did want to, I guess I can do that now. I did want to show this because I don't think you've seen it.
I know your
picture. Yeah, I forgot to show it last week.
And I don't have an FFO, so let's show it.
Okay.
Oh, I love the thing.
Yeah. Well, this is my stitch mat that Diane and I, she made one for herself.
Mm-hmm.
She had all of the tiny town, the beachy tiny town across the bottom
I
of
love
hers.
that. Yeah.
And then I did a beach house from Little House.
Yeah.
And I changed the colors to match more of the fabric on there. So it was fun. We had a good time. We're going to the beach retreat, so we thought we should have a beachy stitch mat.
You know what? It's a great idea because I love the beach. I love the ocean. Kids and I spent many a month camping and being down in Nettles Island and stuff. But I don't decorate that way.
Yeah.
I mean, being from the north, I just don't decorate that way. So that gives you something to stitch the fun of a palm tree and nautical and not have it hanging.
Right. And not have
so now I have a reason I could stitch I should do Matilda Goes to the Beach.
Oh.
That was a freebie on my website, but I never stitched it.
Yeah.
So that might be kind of fun one time.
Yeah.
But I mean, it gives you a nice reason because I enjoy them and the colors. They're fun.
They are fun.
It just isn't something I typically tend to put on my wall.
Right. And it's not something big, and it was just fun to do. And, you know, we're going to, in September, I think it is, to Stitching in the Wild with Gary and Ronnie.
Yeah.
So now Diane's going, I wonder what we could do for So I'm going, I don't know. But she's a phenomenal seamstress, and
that's
I
fun.
stitch it.
Really nice.
She puts it together.
That's
so,
nice.
Yeah. I have no finishes. I have no FFOs, but you've got some whips.
Yeah, and I don't owe you anything from Terry. I got a drop off at Terry.
Right.
Okay, I have one new start, and that came from, I've always wanted to do it, and I had the fabric and everything kitted up. I don't have the dyed floss, but it was the Plum Street Samplers Blue Skin. Now, I have George Meets Martha that I stitched a long time ago with my mom, but I don't like how it got framed. I'm not a white frame person, and it looks really cute, but it's just not my thing. So I need to have it
with a white frame.
Yeah, I have to reframe it or something. But anyways, I've always wanted to do this, and then when I saw Plum Street's new releases that Paulette did, and she did a companion piece to it, and what's his name?
Nelson.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! So this worked out perfect for me to start something to take to my dad's, and so that's kind of as far as I got. I think anyways, the color, I think this is the fabric is from Kitten Stitcher at 16 count Dapple, which I thought was so perfect for a horse anyways.
Like a light gray.
Yeah, but it's been, you know, it was fun. It was all ready to go. It doesn't use a white. I feel like you can't see the white in the horse too good, but it shows up. It shows up fine when you're in front of it. Yeah. But I've been having fun with that. Just kind of, if I can work around the horse, I got some fill in, and I had, you know, I have to admit my two big favorites. I ordered a couple of Plum Street.
Mm-hmm. American Welcome,
and then I didn't do the Flag Thief. No. But I've thought about it. But the Nelson, and then the other one that I loved from Market was the Stacy Nash, Her Animals. I love them. I love Her Animals, the dog, the animal crackers.
Yeah.
I've always thought they were adorable. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have any real desire to stitch them yet. Well, when she put her new ones out, that dang squirrel and that mouse, I about freaked out. So I'm like, okay, that was it. So now I gotta have them all. Now I'm on the hunt to just eventually have them all and put them in something.
And did you see, you know, she didn't have a picture of the new chicken when I posted the new stuff, but it's out now.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So now I'm like thinking, okay, I'm gonna scout the freebie tables for any of the old ones, because sometimes the fun is hunting for a pattern.
Yeah.
Not just, so anyways, I did get that dang mouse, just had me all like crazy. Anyways, and then the other one I worked on was, I was waiting for some threads to come in, so I worked on Brenda Key's I Went to Church, and it's another one I just love stitching it. The night is never enough time.
That church looks amazing.
Yeah, let me know if I'm good.
Yeah, that church looks amazing.
Yeah, I just love it. So it's stitched on, let's see, what did I do since last time? I did the more people over there by the tree. I added that tree on the other side of the church, this one over here. So I was over here a little bit. And I did some more border. So anyways, it's stitched on 30, I think it's 32 count or 28 count sampler gold. What the heck am I having a hard time? I held yours up just fine. Just hold it still.
There you go.
Anyways, it's backwards. See, I'm over here thinking,
yeah,
all these things, but I just love that so much.
Yeah, that it looks great on that fabric.
I just love it. Yeah,
all the colors really pop on it.
I just love it. And then I was watching Vanessa and a couple others that have come up with. I'll try and see if I can get the hashtag and insert it at the end. But they've come up with like a Brenda Keys stitch along, and Aunt Anna, a friend of mine on Instagram.
And Vanessa is Flame Fingers?
Flame Fingers, and Anna is Colada. I'll have to put it in there, and I'll insert it. But Anna years ago stitched I Went to Church, and she also stitched, I think it's called Over the Hill, and that is how I kind of became
Brenda Keys.
Oh, yes. And I loved her. Anna's got beautiful stitching. So anyways, I went out and they were working on the Plymouth sampler is what Vanessa's doing. And so I had to pull out my second one because, you know, I feel like I'm going to be done with that.
Oh, yeah, with
Mark gave me something to do. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do the Over the Hill. Okay. And I'll take it out. It is definitely,
and I'm going to make a note.
Yeah, Over the Hill sampler. And it is definitely your, it's like battlefield type things. And I haven't really read what her story is, but it's King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away, virtuous fortune comes. But it's got all the soldiers and yeah. So now what I have is when I first fell in love with it, I'm using my Lincoln bag.
Oh yeah,
yeah, just for the whole. So it's actually 28 count gold sampler gold that I stitch on.
This has got a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, I'm just so excited. But anyways, this is the bag I keep them all in. This big old thing. And so I started, it is the one thing I will say that I collect and I just want to have. I just want to have. So originally, Jean, every time I would get one off of eBay, because sometimes they were a little hard to come by, because isn't Brenda Keys in a different country?
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
So anyways, I would have her, while she had sampler gold, every time I could get one off eBay, I'd go in and I'd get a cut and she'd mark what it was for. So I had enough for 5. And then I have all of them in there. And I thought I was getting close to having them all. And I thought, in one of my downtime, I thought, I'm going to go see what's out there on eBay. Oh, I don't have them all. I think I did order one. There's a couple of them that are a little bit, I think they're all over one. She does some floral on some, but they were miniature samplers. Anyways, I just love her stuff. So I picked my next one to join their sale that they have, and I'll insert the name.
I'll get the name of
that.
We'll insert them.
But that's
I'll have Randy insert them.
Yeah, we'll have Randy insert them. That's it. I was thankful to have, and I did start. I worked on the other model that I shared, the veteran type piece, patriotic, and then I ran out of thread, and then I started a new Halloween design for model.
Yeah, and I actually, because I had a finish too, it was something for you.
Yes, so
that.
that's 3 models, and I mean that's the fun part. Once you've done it a little over a year, all of a sudden you have things in your stash as far as your model stash,
which is
so
good.
Yours is not super cute, cute. Yeah, I can't wait. So that was it. I felt like that was pretty good considering what else was going on in the background. So I didn't freak out or nothing yet.
Well, I guess talking about market, of course, my favorite thing was, I didn't expect it to come out because I have been watching it. I mean, I did a screenshot of it when it was released at a retreat last May. So I'm assuming it'll be May. And then all of a sudden, Plum Street shows American Welcome. And I'm like, the first on the list for the Me Please, that's for sure.
Yeah, you keep up with those. Oh yeah, because you finish. You have nothing undone up there.
So I'm really excited to get that one. I no sales at this point, but I'm just excited to get it. Yeah, trying to decide what I want to do it on.
You know, if you start a sale, I'll join the sale.
Well, speaking of sales, that's what I was going to say. We've got some other sales that are going to happen. One of our at Brick City, one of our big ones was the new Tiny Town.
Yes,
Frosty Tiny Town, and I printed a picture of it because we are going to have a sale at Brick City. It starts April 1st because we wanted to give people plenty of time to get their supplies, to decide what they want to do it on. But then we heard, oh, well, I want to do this Tiny Town, and Chrissy wants to do the Christmas Tiny Town. So our sale is going to be called #YourTinyTown.
Which is what we did last time, right?
We did last year, too.
Because I did Halloween.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but this is probably our biggest seller at Brick City so far. I haven't finished the list yet.
This particular one?
I haven't finished the list yet. But I'll be doing our top 10 for Brick City, and I'll share that maybe on our next FlossTube.
Those blues are really pretty.
I love it. Of course, I love the snowman. I love that it's on gray. Yeah, so
that blue fabric, she's got it on like a homespun.
It looks really good.
It's totally up your alley.
Yeah, it's totally up my alley. And then all of a sudden, we get a notice. Of course, they did not go to market, Little House Needleworks, but Hoffman will have their stuff at market. And it's so funny because I got a message from Missy Timberlake because when I was she and Kathy and I have loved a lot of the Little House series, Frosty Forest and Jack's Tree Farm, and I've done about 3 of them. And so I had the charts, and they had wanted to do, Kathy had wanted to do a couple, so I took her the charts when we went to Myrtle Beach. And Missy messaged me the day, and she says, oh, no, look at this. And she sent it to me, and I hadn't seen it yet. I went, oh, no. And she said, it's right up my alley. She said it's got the trees, and it's got, Maine. Yeah. So, and the cabins. So I went and looked, and so I ended up sharing that on Brick City. No sale on this yet either, but everybody's excited about this one.
I mean, I'm going to say, I know you were like, I'm not doing any more of those.
I did, but I said, I'm over the series.
The year that you say that.
But you know what I thought? But man, because I have the Christmas and winter ones, so I've already got some of those, but this is perfect for my son and daughter-in-law. They live in Ocala National Forest.
Yeah.
And so I'll end up doing it and probably giving it to them for a Christmas present.
That'll be great. Yeah. That'll be a nice present.
So that was a nice surprise to see that come up a little bit later. And
9 parts.
Yeah, 9 parts.
In the woods
and actually the first one is going to be released at market, and then the second one is going to be released the end of March.
Okay.
So, yeah, those were... And I have a few others that I normally am not a real big buyer at market time. I have my favorites that I know I want to get.
Right.
And, but, yeah.
I was doing very good until Stacey Nash put in Plum Street. Yeah, I was, but of course, I love I get the biggest kick out of Lindy Stitch's videos and her posts, like her stories. I mean, where she finds the things, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the girl that was running when it was on the Plum Street or whatever.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Those just keep me going through, whatever. But
yeah,
and it keeps you inspired to think, gosh, one day I want people to be stressing out. It's just so cute. Yeah. But her sense of humor, and I think she did a video of FlossTube recently. I think her husband was in it.
Yes, I haven't had a chance to watch it.
I didn't watch it yet either, but I noticed he was in it. Mr. Lindy Stitches, I guess is how we do it. But anyway.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch that one. Speaking of market, Brick City is going to be having their market week the week of March the 12th.
Market days.
Market week. So she
market week. Did you write it down for Randy?
Yeah, I will. Okay. And it's going to, because they're closed on Monday, so it would start the 12th on Tuesday, and it'll be the whole week. And that way it's not, because she used to do like a market day, and it was just, you couldn't get in the shop practically.
Yeah, okay.
So this really makes it good, and people can pick up their pre-orders starting then, and it kind of lingers out throughout. So she'll be leaving, like you. I think she leaves on
the day
Wednesday.
before me.
Yeah, she leaves on a Wednesday with Cheryl.
Yeah.
And then while she's gone, I'll be working on preparing all the, she likes to have individual lists for each person that's ordered something.
Yeah.
So I'll be working on all the individual lists and getting all those together. So.
Well, I know a Stitch in Time Hobart is a shop out of Australia, Carolyn, and they left, I think they left Saturday or Friday, and they went up, and I just was checking on their, wherever they're staying, this colonial type place. Oh my gosh, it looks so, they go up like a day or two ahead of time and get acclimated, because they're coming from Australia, time change, and it's a 16-hour flight. Kathy Purdon they go together. She helps her anyways, and we've just known each other for years, so I'm excited to see them. But yeah, they go up, and I think they're hitting Hobby House Needleworks, and I don't know where they're staying right now. Maybe there's, I don't know, but it looked really cool. Yeah, really cool. Well, you got any haul?
I don't have any haul.
I have 2 haul.
Oh, good.
I have 2 haul. I don't know if people know, but Twin Peak Primitives had a good sale, and I thought, well, I grabbed a couple that I really liked. I love their pattern. The way their patterns print. If I order them from Etsy, they print in color. I can choose. You get both ways, but I just love a color pattern. So anyways, I got Carpenter's Hall 1774. I wanted to have that for to go with. I just thought it would go with all the other ones I model stitched anyways. And even the ones that I didn't model stitch and just stitched myself first. But I did love that. And I got, which I think is really cute.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's real. I think it only came out real quick. Oh. And I remember seeing it, but it's the Crafter's Journey. And I don't know if you can see, it is really cute. And I love that they made it into a pillow like that. Now, I would not put it on my couch with the pets, but oops. But it's got a spinning wheel and scissors, all different kinds of scissors. And I love the little salt boxes down there. And I loved everything about that.
Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't that really cute?
Yeah, I've never seen the sheep. I love the sheep. That's cute.
Yeah, I just, 2 of them that I wanted to have. And so I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly,
I think the one,
I think the one's a couple, but I think the other one may be Benjamin Franklin over there. So anyways, but I have to admit, their pattern colors, as far as how the printer prints them, I had a weird question, and somebody had messaged on Etsy. And I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but I'll put it out there anyways, because it was hard for me to figure out a way to answer it. But when you design and you pick a DMC color, it doesn't always look like the color of the floss. So if I pick whiskey, Weeks Dye Works whiskey, that we all know what it looks like, beautiful gold, when it goes into the program, it's brown. So when I'm looking at the picture of it printed and to stitch off of, it looks brown, a tan, but it doesn't look like a gold. So I had someone say that, when I'm looking at your Valentine Matilda, it doesn't look like what is being stitched. No, that's what you see on your legend for most places, unless Mac Design or something else is different, is not going to be, you got to look at the cover, you got to look at the stitched piece. And I've had a couple people just not about my designs, but they'll be like, well, it didn't look like that. Well,
Right,
it's
right.
because what you put in. So a lot of times it does match, and it looks pretty good, but you can't have 10 different Weeks Dye Works maroon
No,
and brick.
You wouldn't be able to
You
tell.
can't.
No.
So it tends to, like dirt road, it looks tan. But I just don't know if anybody's ever noticed that before, because I tend to really appreciate the twins. The front color blues are not as deep as what I care for. But when you look here, I was going to find our people's jackets. Okay. And I'm just going to show this. Yes. That's deep blue. So it isn't the same. And I don't think that they ever would be. You know, it's just one of those things. It's like perfect pie crust is Brenda Gervais. It seems like it's her favorite skin tone color. But when it goes in on my program, it doesn't look like
it doesn't look like
flesh.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just kind of interesting. I had to explain to her, you know, you got to look at the cover at a stitched piece. Because you try to use something that looks like it, but it's not. But
yeah.
Anyways, but I absolutely, if you've ever questioned the quality of what their patterns are, especially the patriotic, I tend to make them my own, but yeah, I just loved those. So, especially that little Stitchers one was so cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Really cute. So I got a couple of things. And I bought a lot of cardstock. And a lot of
In fact, that's what
a
Randy's
lot of bags,
doing.
and Randy's getting more. We found really good quality copy paper, which is, in case anybody knows, at Costco. A significant, if I ordered 24-pound copy paper for the pattern portion of what you're getting, we were ordering it off Amazon, or we pick it up, you know, whatever. And then my dad found some at Costco, and he brought, I said, well, let me try it. And so we grabbed, got 600 sheets of it, and let me tell you something. It's got a nice stiffness to it. It's the same weight. You can't, I mean, it sounds silly to be excited over paper, but you want people to have something good, and boy, it had some heft to it. So anyways, that's it. I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready. I'm not quite ready, but I will be ready.
And you'll get hit. She gets hit hard at the beginning, and then when we get back.
Yeah.
And when I get back, I'm just like.
She's gone. She's out for a while.
I'm excited.
Oh,
so, yeah. That's it.
I guess it's going to be a short one today.
Well, we're at 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
and
good.
I'm glad we were able to squeeze one in.
Yeah, we were afraid, because she had said to me at the last one, you're going to have to do one yourself, and I went, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. Right now, I switched over to patriotic, almost stitching my seasonal tree. I moved over to patriotic, and
yeah, it looks good. I can see it from here.
Yeah, I know my right now one of the biggest sellers I have is Main Street, so I'm really proud of that. Yeah. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So I look forward to it.
Yeah. I envy you. I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
We'll video call you, me and Jen, in our room. This is the fun part, because I will never, I mean, I was raised, when things are good, you don't complain about it. You just don't. You move through it, and that's a good thing.
Sure. To
be busy is a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I had to laugh yesterday, because I was stuffing patterns, and my daughter Olivia was giving me a pedicure all at the same time, because I knew I might not get to go. And she's like, only I would do this for you. And I'm like, you're right. So anyways, but that's when you're multitasking and having, but we have a good time with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of any other plans.
No. So where does that put us for our next one?
I was looking at the calendar yesterday, and it would be the Sunday after you get back, And I think I'm here, so I guess we would do it at my place.
Yeah.
Or maybe we do it at Brick City, and I may have some of the stuff to show. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I always save 1 or 2 patterns, like Teresa Kogut, I ordered one through Jean, but I always save 1 or 2 that I can have and buy there and have them sign.
Yeah,
last year I had Silver Creek Samplers. I had her sign that cute little witch from the library with the big glasses. I absolutely loved her. So yeah, I always save 1 to be able to grab.
Sure.
So, and I know to be on the hunt for some new fabrics that are there.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting to see what fabric is there. Gina and I were talking about that last night. I mean, I think there's quite a few new dyers.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to see.
And I told Jen, last year a few people left to go to Franklin to do some antiquing. I don't know how they squeeze it in, or they go early and we're not. So the only way Jen and I could possibly pull that off would be the entire room has to be set up Thursday night and everything needs to be ready and go Friday morning. So we'll see. See, that will be a lot of work, a lot of driving and a lot of work to get everything.
How far is it? I mean, it's right there, isn't it?
About 9.5 hours.
Okay.
And then I don't know how far Franklin is from there, but I think it's close. I think it was close. And then, you know, I'm kind of a rule follower, so there's a meeting at noon, and I feel like you
need to go.
Got to be there.
Yep.
So on Top Knot Stitcher is going to talk, which I like her a lot.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, other than that.
Great.
We'll do lots of pictures, lots of things. We'll video chat you from the room.
Good.
All right. That's it. All right, guys. It was good that we could get together. And I know a couple people were asking when we were going to do a FlossTube. I noticed that there were several in favor of the pajama party.
I noticed it too.
Just saying.
Somebody said to me, and I don't remember who it was when I was in the shop, they said, "You looked a little surprised at the end of the video last week." And I went, "Well, yeah, I hadn't heard that."
And then I did see that there were some hotels actually not even across the street.
No, they're in back of it.
They're in back of
and
it
that's
that
what
you
I had
could walk.
on.
That would be a better one.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 right in back of Cracker Barrel,
And
so you wouldn't even have to cross 200.
That is what we need to do. So yeah, so we're.
So that's still kind of.
I'm not giving up on that. Yeah, I'm not giving up on that. I got new jammies for Marcus, so any excuse to buy a new pair of pajamas, I'm in. Anyways, all right, guys. We will talk to you later.
Yep.
Have a good couple weeks.
Yep.
And don't forget to floss.
Don't forget to floss.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you soon.